If you're considering upgrading your shower, here's a quick overview of the steps and the materials and tools you'll need. Step 1. Measure each shower wall to obtain the dimensions needed for installing the cement board. Be sure to note the location of the shower valve, shower head, and additional accessories that you are installing. With a backer board scoring knife, score the cement board multiple times. To keep a straight cut, use a straight edge and secure with clamps. Run over the scored line with a utility knife, then gently bend the board to break it off. Screw each panel of cement board to the studs with cement board screws. Use a level to mark a straight line on the cement boards to see where the studs are as you put up the panels. Apply flexible adhesive caulk to the gaps between the cement panels to provide a seal. In the cement board seams and corners, add cement board mesh tape. Put down a drop cloth before starting. Apply a waterproofing membrane to the cement boards with a paintbrush or roller. Mix the thin set mortar and water in a bucket using a mud mixer attachment. Spread a thin layer of mortar in the corner of the shower pan using the flat side of a trowel, then run over the mortar using the notches on the trowel. Place the tile on the mortar and use your hands or a grout float to push the tile into the mortar with even pressure. Continue tiling until you have finished covering the surface of the pan. Clean off any excess mortar that oozes up between the tiles with a damp sponge. Based on your tile shape and dimensions, it may be helpful to create a center point on each shower wall as a place to start tiling. First, measure the width of the back wall. Use a level and mark a vertical line at the center point. Next, mark the height of one tile resting on the shower pan. Using this measurement, use a level and mark a horizontal line on the wall. Repeat for the remaining two walls. Using the horizontal lines as a guide, fasten 2x4s to the walls with screws. These will act as supports for the wall tiles as you begin tiling. You don't want to tile the first row off the pan because it's purposely unlevel for proper drainage. Apply mortar to the shower walls using the same techniques of tiling the shower pan. The secured board acts as a support and a straight level for the first row of tiles. Push each tile into the mortar to avoid empty space between the tile and the mortar. Place spacers between the tiles as you go. When you reach the corners of the first row, you may need to measure and cut the tiles with a wet saw. Finish tiling the first row around the shower walls. Once the first row of tiles is dry, after 24 hours, you can remove the board and continue tiling above and below. Mark the tiles where you will need to make your cuts with a wet saw or a diamond hole saw. Use a diamond hole saw when tiling around the handheld shower arm because it's easier than notching out with a wet saw. Once all the tiles are in place and have cured for 24 hours, remove the tile spacers. Clean off any dried mortar on the face of the tiles with a damp sponge. In a bucket, mix the grout with a paint mixer attachment. Apply grout to the tile gaps with a grout float. Add pressure while applying to avoid missing spaces between the tiles. With a damp sponge, wipe off the excess grout and continue the process until all the gaps between the tiles are filled. There will likely be a haze on your tile after the grout has cured. Apply a grout haze remover solution, following the directions based on the brand of solution you are using. Once the tiles are clean, seal the tile and grout using a tile grout sealer. Now you have a new, beautiful, and long-lasting shower. For more detailed instructions, go to familyhandyman.com.